education globally has become a commodified, marketized industry, if you like, and as such, many institutions are looking for global opportunities, and we consult a great deal with those consultants that are involved in looking at where new markets are. And whilst in places like the United Kingdom there's a demographic time bomb going on and recruitment is shrinking and institutions are under a huge amount of stress, the leading consultants at the moment, the thoughts are turning towards Africa as being the place where there is a huge capacity issue, where there are lots of people that are in the age group of higher education, but there is also great pressure in that there is not enough capacity within the continent as a whole to meet the demand for higher education. So that's one of the reasons why we're in Africa. And that's born of our crossroads location, where Cyprus has always attracted students from Europe, Asia and Africa. And because of that need, as I described, to reach the students, that's one of the reasons why we're very much interested in Africa. Kenya in particular is of interest because of the educational background and the state of play, if you like, the dynamics of the country. It's had a very good investment in primary and secondary education, so that there are now students that are able to take advantage of higher education opportunities should they be expanded, and that's one of the reasons why we're here. I ordered a report this morning from our technical team back in HQ in Cyprus to see how many Kenyan students we've already enrolled on the various programs that we offer, and it's running at the moment at around about 1,240 something. As an organisation, we're now recruiting around about 700 students a month from all over the world, but about 95% of them are from Africa, and a smaller percentage will be from Kenya, but it is growing. And now that we have a license to promote programs locally, we're hoping that it will expand even further.
Do you partner with other organizations which is actually taking care of your graduates from job placement, internship, something of the sort?
Yes, we have a number of partnerships in different locations, and we would be looking for similar partnerships locally, so that within each region we will partner with an organisation that helps place students in jobs. This is more important for the undergraduate market that we're now moving into, through the ability to have supported open learning options as well, because undergraduate students need more support. But traditionally, up until now in our history, the vast majority of our students have been mature students on postgraduate programs, and they're already in work. So they're finding that their experience of online learning and the qualifications that they earn can get them promotions within the companies, and they're also forming student networks where students that are less fortunate in having a job opportunity can meet those that are employers that are also studying online, and therefore it's a self-sustaining community of learning and of practice and of employment. In some locations, for example in Nigeria, we partner with organisations that help students with career choices and career advice. Jobberman, for example, is a very big site in Nigeria, and we've partnered with them. We've signed an MOU so that they can help to place graduates in employment, and we'll be looking to do something similar in all of the hub locations where we are.
Currently, what are the major courses which are being offered at Unicaf, maybe even through online platform, and also maybe back at Cyprus?
Okay, well, we have over 35 programs now, and the portfolio is growing. We're in a constant state of flux in terms of looking at potential new partnerships. We're also, as our own university brand, looking at developing portfolios in certain areas. The main programs that we're running at the moment are related to business, education, law, hospitality management, banking, finance, and we're also interested in public health, and areas that we're looking to expand into are those that we see as big capacity sort of ticket items, if you like, for adult nursing and other health-related programs to do with medicine.
I'm glad to have this opportunity. I've been with you here, and I've been listening keenly to what has been said about Unicaf, and I would only like to say that I appreciate your initiative and your intervention, because it is actually in line with the Sustainable Development Goal 4, which emphasizes on ensuring inclusivity, equity, quality, and lifelong learning for all. So the university captures that aspect very well, because it is actually gearing towards ensuring that nobody is left behind in terms of providing education opportunities.
Okay, as far as we are concerned in the Ministry of Education, we are very glad of this kind of opportunities, because in Kenya, provision of education is a partnership, and we explore all strategies, including the online distance education, which we have. And in our own directorate, we believe in continuing education, in which we provide a second chance to the youth and adults who, for whatever reasons, are not able to access education or the formal education per se. Because formal education in Kenya, as you are aware, is kind of age specific. If you are beyond a certain age, you cannot access education. And therefore, it is, as a ministry, therefore, to put strategies in place to ensure those who cannot go through the formal system have an avenue through which they can access education. And in so doing, we are then living towards our sustainable goals, in which we are aiming for lifelong learning throughout life.
With Unicaf around, we have held some preliminary discussions on ways of collaboration, and we are going to continue to look into ways by which we can support one another, because we run our open distance and e-learning on multimedia platforms, which our learners find very convenient, because we in the platform that we use, learners are able to access their learning materials from a mobile telephone app, and they can access their materials offline. And from time to time, they can synchronize with the main server so as to get the latest communications that have come on the platform, so that learning becomes quite convenient and flexible for those groups of learners.
It's a challenge and it's adventurous, whereby you share ideas with people from different backgrounds. And I would encourage every person that has an interest in adding knowledge to join Unicaf, because Unicaf is a game changer in education matters. Unicaf is a global organization which supports students from many nations. It has universities in Africa and collaborations all over the world, in UK, in US, and other continents. So the university that you study in most cases will be outside your country, and the degree that you earn gives you an opportunity to get employment from other parts of the world. In my case, for example, I am a student with University of South Wales, and getting a degree from Europe will open doors for me, not only in Africa, but in other nations of the world, because University of South Wales is one of the biggest universities in UK. So a degree from University of South Wales can assure me a job in European countries, in China, and all over the world. So it's a challenge to everyone to go out and seek education in the best universities through Unicaf.
In terms of online education, it's like any other university. The qualifications are the same. So you actually go through a rigorous process that they test you and look at you, and if you qualify to be able to sit for the program. One of the key things I liked about the online program was accessibility. I was able to look at my work plan and be able to plan around and be able to take a course online that did not affect my normal work load. I was able to take classes and be able to study at my own convenience, at my own convenient location or time. And so that was very interesting, and it actually propelled me to be able to agree to apply for Unicaf. I'm very glad to be able to today to see a partnership between the Commission of Higher Education and Unicaf, because now they have a local office, which means that people can be able to access and be able to ask questions in regards to studying with Unicaf. Critical to note for any online training is that one must be very self-disciplined. There's nobody to be able to follow you up. Your discipline is very critical in terms of your learning. And so it's critical that everybody understands it's not the same model as a classroom. Here there's nobody to follow you up, your own follower. And so for me, the experience has been very great. I enjoyed taking courses at Unicaf. I have courses where I have international access, where I'm interacting with other international students, which gives me an exposure to a lot of different cultures. And this opens up my knowledge base, and I'm able to understand what's happening beyond our borders. And so for me, I think Unicaf has offered us an opportunity to be able to share and exchange within cultures that is very critical for education.